Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is Life Lessons card of the Green Man. And we've got 3 Life Lessons cards down here with the Mirror and the Blasted Oak. But as you've been dusting yourself off and gaining that clarity of thought from yesterday's Ace of Arrows and the Breath of Life, and feeling that new resurgence energy coming through you, the Green Man comes right back out. You know, he was here, I don't know, probably about 3 weeks ago. And he comes back out and he looks at you and he says, you know, how are you doing, journeyer? How you doing, wanderer? What have you learned here over the last 3 or 4 weeks since I saw you? And you pondered that a little bit, and, you know, you realize that he's been watching from afar, you know, from the edge of the Wildwood Forest, and now he's coming back up on you. And you know, and your reply to him is, you know, I've been holding steady. I've been continually walking my spiritual path and getting all the guidance that I need. But at the same time, I also feel a little lost on my journey. And he looks at you kind of funny and says, well, that's good to know, because that means that you're seeking wisdom. You're seeking understanding. Because those losses that you have on your journey are a reflection of what you don't have in your life. And you sit back and you think about that, and it's you know, we've gone through the whole year and we've touched on all the aspects. You know, we've touched on the materialism, security, stability. We've touched on the passionate piece of it. We touched on the emotional piece of it. Right? We've touched, you know, lately it's been the spiritual path. And the Green Man says to you, you know, in a nice voice, he says, everyone's spiritual journey has a moment where they feel alone. With nobody around you, you know, you feel like nobody's there to help you. All right? It's at those moments where you don't go into a depression. It's at those moments that you look and you see the people that have helped you helped you move forward. See how the Green Woman's helped you move forward. See how the court cards have helped you move forward. And you think about that and it's like, yeah, but I just feel like there's still this loss. And he goes, that loss is actually a growth spurt for you because you feel stagnant right now. In that stagnation that's happening, you're allowing yourself to rest. You're allowing yourself to, you know, recoup some of the energy that has happened after that blasted oak. In your perception of what's happening is that you feel like you're not moving fast enough. You are moving at the right speed, at the right time, in the right place that you need to move. And the universe is going to take care of that for you. Your spirit guides are going to help you along the way. They're going to bring the people into your life to help guide you, to help lead you. And you are also going to be that beacon for others. All right? To be a guide, a mentor, a teacher. Walking a spiritual path can be very difficult. You have tons of responsibility, right? And you're never going to be at home because you're always searching. You're always looking. You're always trying to get to that next level of Zen or Nirvana, so to speak. And it's attainable. You may not attain it tomorrow. You may not attain it in an hour from now. But when things start speeding up again, when things start moving forward, that's when you will understand of the growth spurt of why you are at just the stagnation level right now. And all these words are just reverberating through your head, and you're like thinking, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, I've been on my spiritual path for here the last 2 weeks. Now everything just feels like it's stopped. And really what it is it hasn't stopped. It's just you've gotten to a point where there are no new teachings, there are new learnings. You have to put into practice what you've learned over the last 3 weeks. You have to put into practice those things that you've learned over the last year of following this channel. And as we get into the winter season, it's snowing here today, yay. As you get into those seasons where things start slowing down, your body starts acclimating to that slowing down period. You know, got darker days, you're going to be sleeping more, right? Grayer days, especially here where I'm at, you know, you're not going to get that sun. So you have to keep yourself active somehow. In thought, in passion, in you know, in your emotions, and in your materialism, security. You have to look at keeping things in a stable form. Because just because it's cold outside doesn't mean everything has to freeze up. You can still move forward, but maybe at a slower pace than what you're used to. Projects don't get done quickly as they used to because the energy's not there. And why is the energy not there? You know, it's because things are slowing down. It's a time of rebirth. It's a time of hibernation. You know, just like, you know, the Queen of Stones, the bearer, she's in hibernation mode right now. And with that hibernation mode that we've got coming on, you know, it's a good time to take a step back, refresh yourself, understand where you've come from, do a little reflection based on the mirror card from the other day. You know you're protected. You know your spirit guides have you. You know the universe has you. You know the green man has you. He just wants you to take up that mantle of leadership and lead. It may be a slow trudge here for a little bit, like we're walking through mud, but that's all right. Once we get to dry ground again, keep moving forward, the cards will help show us the way, especially on your spiritual path. You're always growing, you're always evolving, you're always moving forward. So take that for what it is. Out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the Green Man is the card of the day. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. This is D for a Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, stay safe, everybody.